Yeah.
My precious, my precious. All right, welcome everyone. It is late, June 29th, 2022. Welcome to the latest stand up for the Wandering Hermits. I'm Tim Anderson, aka Renfield, joined by Joey Anderson, aka Ildador, who's got something special in his hands, and Chrisma, aka Christina Barrios, or reverse Christina Barrios, aka Chrisma. Um, Wandering Hermits, Weave and Void, lots of stuff happening. Um, why don't you go ahead and show the full reveal because
Yeah.
this is we got our first proofs back. Go ahead and flip open to a random page too. Is it the premium one?
Hmm.
Look at that. Look at those maps.
Hang on. One of my favorite pages is this one with the halfling on it.
Yeah, it also has. I could see my formatting error there because
Yes.
there's spacing between the paragraphs, which is why we did proofs because we got to make sure that we get all these little kinks worked out.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. Artwork from Nathan Napalm in there.
Doesn't that
Yeah.
look good?
It
Man,
does
it
look
just
good.
looks, it's a freaking D&D book, man. Well, it's not D&D, it's Weave and
But
Void
but
book.
it's our tabletop book and
Yes, well, the freaking
Yeah.
mage, look at that
Mhm.
freaking lightning ball, like, ugh. And this, you can't get this over video, but the smell, it's divine.
so we have the proofs obviously now, which means something very important is going to be happening soon, which is the Kickstarter for the hardback versions, which you're looking at a proof of. Now this is still months away from happening. Well, the Kickstarter will happen in July, we hope. We're shooting for July anyway. We're gonna try to narrow down dates tonight. But the production of this would be the rest of the year, and then we would probably publish like Christmas time, or whenever we think we need to. But um, we launched the digital versions on May 31st. We've started a live stream campaign. We're 3 episodes in. The fourth episode is this coming Sunday. And now we're starting to put together all of the stuff for the Kickstarter. So we're going to be producing the hardback versions for our backers. We'll probably have an upgraded version for those of you who already own the digital version. You'll be able to upgrade and get a hardback version for a much cheaper price than paying for just the hardback. But we're also going to have a lot of cool stretch goals. Like we're looking at getting some custom dice bags made from Skinny and his wife, who's playing D&D with us on Sunday nights in our campaign. We've got hand painted miniatures. We've got signed art prints from Chris and Nathan and etc. So lots of cool stuff is coming together at this point. Plus the Kickstarter is going to have included in it. We're going to get copies of the point and click game. There's signed copies of other things. So stick around. We'll have a whole bunch of stuff coming to you shortly for that. So my work recently has been just doing the live stream campaigns, working on chapter work for the novel, and starting to put together the brainstorming for the Kickstarter campaign and the marketing and the actual. I got to write all the stuff for the Kickstarter, and then well, Chris will get to that in a minute, and then finishing up Nathan Napalm with his contract, and so that we can move on to the next thing with him, which is Kickstarter artwork and then avatar packs for the Patreon page. I just finished up yesterday with Becca, so we have all of Becca's monsters now. So I've just been doing all of that. So that's been my life for like the last couple of weeks. We didn't do a stand up last week because we kind of all got busy with life. And Chris and I we were getting cats spayed and neutered, and it was chaos. And we just kind of forgot about last Wednesday. It was like Joey sent me a message on
So did
Thursday.
I.
He's like, "Did we forget about the stand up yesterday?" I was like, "Oh crap, we totally did
Yes,
because of life."
I forgot.
So this week we remembered and we're back. Anyway, that's what I've been working on. Do you want to go next, Chris? Because yours is probably short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I am working on an image, but it's not for the book chapter. Yes, something that I want to do different. Yeah.
I think for her, the next few weeks, we were talking about this today, is just focusing on artwork for the Kickstarter page. And anything gets produced for the Kickstarter page is obviously extra art that can go into the the tabletop book itself, so it's just extra artwork at this point. So taking a bit of a break from the chapter art because it's cool to have the chapter on the Patreon page with each chapter, but it's also not a necessary thing until we're actually completed and we're going to print that book and we have all the chapter work for the printing of the book. But you're up to chapter, I think you're up to chapter 17 on artwork anyway.
Yes.
So you're only a few chapters behind because I just published chapter 21.
Yeah, we need more stuff
Yeah.
like this for
Yeah,
the.
Yeah.
more cool artwork, Chris.
This
Yes.
is Joshua's favorite one in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was actually the very first sketch you ever did on pencil
Yeah.
like a year and
Yeah,
a
it's
half ago. And then you
so
did a
Mm,
cool.
paint version, a watercolor version, and then you
yes.
did the digital version. So,
Yeah.
anyway, Joey, what have you been working on?
I'll tell you what, I'm getting sick and tired of working on environment and point and click descriptions, but
Ah.
that's what I've been working on. I finished up uh, last weekend, this weekend, whatever. Today's Wednesday, so Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I finished up the uh, town square, not environment, but I do have all of the descriptions added, and I'm doing environment passes as we speak. This week's been a little hectic because we had shipping calves Monday, Tuesday. We've got a couple rodeos coming up this weekend, so be a short week this week for this stuff, but chugging right along. Once I get environment done, that's the last big descriptive scene, I think. Well, that's not true. The windmill scene will be pretty descriptive too. Um, but anyways, I also did add. I started adding things like animals, playing around with, and I'd watched some AI videos before on that, trying to figure out how to get them working. So just trying to. Sometimes I have to squirrel just to keep from going crazy because it does get very mundane doing the very same thing over and over again because you literally have to just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. At the stage that we're in now. Once we start going back and doing uh, all the quest lines and everything like that, that's when things get crazy and creative, which I believe will be the next step.
Yes, we're getting
After.
close to it. So,
Yep. Yep.
all right, folks. So here's the lowdown. Um, we're live streaming every Sunday night the fifth edition campaign. You can buy the book at weaveandvoid.com as a standalone copy, or you can go to patreon.com/wandering hermits. You can sign up as a dungeon master and as a subscription, and you get a copy of the digital version included in your subscription. Plus, you get access to all the map packs that are found in the book. Can you flip to one of the maps and show them like some of the maps that are in here? You're going to get
Yeah.
these maps in 8K resolution that you can use for your. There you go, the Circle of Mages. You'll be able to use these in your virtual tabletop campaigns. Nathan's going to be working on an avatar pack for people who want to use avatars for their VTT programs. And there's a lot of cool stuff because we do the 3 weekly updates as well over on the Patreon page. So get signed up for that or just buy it at the website, whichever you choose. You get the digital version for now, and then very soon we're going to be coming out with a Kickstarter and working on getting those into the hands of everybody who likes to have hardcovers. So hopefully you'll stick around for that. In the meantime, don't forget you can download the demo of our point and click game, An Adventurer's Tale, at the Patreon page. And if you want to read the book chapters as they come out, they're over on Patreon. Chapter 21 just came out last week. Chapter 22 will be coming out next week as the adventure continues, which means I'm closing in on the 50% mark for book one. Roughly, it'll be like 50 chapters ish. So we're getting close to halfway. It's a onwards and upwards march. Anyway, thanks everybody. Stick around, stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Don't forget you can tune in every Sunday night live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central as our group goes through the live stream campaign. Check out the Patreon page, and if you're here on YouTube, don't forget like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, join our Discord. Links are all down below. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next week.
See you.